Once again, starts on a black screen. Always a good sign with Shane Dawson. But, anyway, he always takes, like, 8 months to upload another video, but this time he uploaded it in, like, 2 weeks, so that's good to know. But here's the thing. He already edited the video, but he just waits, like, 10 fucking months just to upload it. Nice stock sound effects, dude.
2,000 bodies remain buried there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And they walk.
It's the same intro, so...
I guess you don't know that. Things follow me, Chris.
You're not gonna go out again.
The way you said that was so scary.
Oh, God.
Okay.
My arms hurts.
Oh. Yeah, oh, I didn't see that when I was looking at it in the dark.
Is that like, from a ghost or something? Is that what you're gonna say?
Wait, say that again?
Oh, I'm just reading reviews, and this person says, we'd seen an aspiration of a little girl along the bridge while we heard the drums.
Well, see, I mean, that's making a lot more sense, because if you're saying that a 14-year-old girl had passed, people are, or 12, and then people are seeing the figure of a girl, and we're under the bridge and hear what sounds like a young girl screaming.
It's really sad. I feel so weird about real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun when it's like, oh, but like, it's like weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to know that people have actually died out there is really sad.
Could you be worse at acting? What, did you get your grandma in the room? I'm not a person that believes in paranormal stuff. There's a ghost in my closet. You always say, like, oh, the noise must mean there's a ghost. Like, shut up, you obviously... Like, yes, you don't believe in it, but you clearly clickbait it.
How did that possibly get there?
I don't know, because we would have...
We went down that way, we would have seen it.
I'm sweaty.
That is the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced my whole 24 years on the space.
Well, now I touched it. I thought maybe we should
Mom,
take
why
it.
did you-
Because I
Have you
don't
never seen
believe. I
any
just
horror
don't believe in demons.
No, Mom, you take that thing,
And you're done.
Yeah, a spirit is attached.
We're home. Nice stalkcore music.
Wow, guys, a lot of flowers.
Wow. Watch me take it when we're leaving. I'm just like...
How are you guys?
Look.
Oh, look.
Hi.
She's at mission control.
Welcome to NASA.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
She's
Yeah.
fixing all of our problems.
You wish. Hi, Shane. This is exciting.
What the heck?
Hello.
You remember Chris?
Hi, nice to see you.
Yeah, you're really gonna do this?
So what, they're gonna investigate, like, fucking dead bodies.
Which part?
Everything.
YouTube?
Yeah. Okay, we'll find out.
I'm just trying.
We'll just see what happens.
Do you think I should?
Absolutely.
What we need to do is crush these TikTokers that are trashing all these school buildings.
Have you heard about this?
I don't go on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Crazy
They are
right
like
now.
demolishing schools. They're ripping like paper towel dispensers, soap dispensers.
Devious lick, am I right?
Thing.
Wait, they're documenting it? They're like documenting destroying things?
They're destroying bathrooms.
And filming it?
Yeah.
The viral TikTok challenge is damaging our schools.
You're looking at
Oh my god, is he gonna say like it's the government trying to... What is he gonna say? Is this a conspiracy?
a school bathroom stall that has been vandalized with toilet paper rolled all over the place.
The kids are destroying the bathroom.
This soap dispenser was ripped off the wall. This toilet was covered in ketchup.
It's national.
Students record themselves damaging and destroying school bathrooms.
Why does it have scary music?
They're doing it for the TikTok views.
We closed down in the high school all of our bathrooms. Somebody needs to squash whatever this influencer is from TikTok.
This took a turn.
Okay, is that like, what, are they gonna say, like, just like the Tide Pod challenge, that it's the government causing it? Bro, he literally said the Tide Pod challenge was, like, the government trying to, have population control. This guy's conspiracy theories, I love them because they're so fucking goofy. And I'm hoping that this is a conspiracy one. If it's not, I'm gonna be mad. His conspiracies, I love them. They're goofy as shit. They're easy to make fun of. That is a cursed, face right there. Maybe he is haunted, because that doesn't look... Because, you know what? That's my thumbnail. Just take a screenshot. Okay, screenshot saved. That is my thumbnail.
Prosecute them. Because, I mean, they are, like, destroying school buildings.
I'm gonna need some more context.
Squash, let's do this.
That's what this video becomes.
Yeah, why not?
From a couple of my teachers, every time someone asks to go to the bathroom, they're like, don't steal a soap dispenser.
You gotta remember, whatever you put on social media will stay there forever.
Watching TikTok.
It looks like Grandma's ready to go. Grandma.
Mm-hmm. And you thought you could hide everything, Shane Dawson. You haven't even addressed, you sucking off your dog on YouTube. Oh, daddy like. Let me just play the clip.
Want us to think about having sex with animals at a young age? Because that fucked me up. Oh yeah, daddy likes. I'm sorry, I blamed it. Oh my god, he does this every time.
Everything I got from all the footage I have got, I got from D'Angelo Wallace's channel, the person that brought the situation to light, so, obviously, yeah. Bro, this isn't, like, a one-time thing. There's even more footage that I didn't want to show because of how disgusting it is. It's not a joke when you do it 4 times. Bro, please stop.
Are you coming ghost hunting with us?
Huh?
Are you coming ghost hunting with us?
I don't think so.
Have you ever felt something haunted in this house?
In this house, no. In my house, in my other house, I did, the mobile home.
What happened?
I just felt like Hyde was there right at the front door.
Her ex-husband.
Quite a while.
I saying your ex-husband.
Yeah.
Now we're listening to his grandma talk about her ghost stories. Oh, this is amazing. He's a horrible person, but it's good to make fun of.
What was he doing?
The one that he's passed. So you're saying hit the ghost of Hyde who's passed.
Right.
Oh,
What do you think she meant?
Well, I don't know. I thought she meant
I just
Hyde
kind
in
of
real
felt,
life.
I don't know if it was a ghost, I just kind of felt his presence right at the front door.
But you haven't felt.
You sound like the people at my church that say that I feel the presence of God.
Anything here?
No. No, I haven't. It's scared me.
I'm so scared.
The dog sense a ghost. Is that what they're gonna say next?
Love me too.
Sure.
Hi, Dougie.
Where's Morgan?
She's up in her room.
Haunted room?
Do you want my full backstory of how the ghost got here?
You brought the ghost here?
One of them.
Are you really scared?
I will be when it's night and we're at a place. I'm not right now.
2018, wasn't that the same day that, insert clip? Okay. This might be a joke. It might be. But here's the thing. He has a history of sexually abusing animals. Well, pretending to, as he says, making jokes. But, you know, sucking a dog's dick for a video skit isn't really that funny. Also, the person asked him to, tell a story about himself. And, this is what he said.
I laid my cat down on her back.
You won't get arrested for this?
I don't know. No.
Think about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate her. I laid the cat down on her back, and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, you know, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just, like, hump, but, like, on her tummy, like, that's not weird. Like, whatever. And then I humped it, and it kept going.
That's not weird. That's not weird. That's not weird.
I came all over the cat.
No, you did not.
It was like my first sexual experience.
No
I was also
way.
like 19, so it's like, you know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Did you just say you came on a cat?
Guys, I think I have to put money in the meter.
Yeah, right?
But you know, who likes cats? I never did anything like that. Well, I never did anything crazy like that.
Poor Cheeto. Where's Uno?
Ow. And nighttime scares me.
I'll save you, Chris.
They say, okay. So,
Please?
Okay, in relation to a recent...
You might want to keep your dog away from Shane Dawson, Granny.
TikTok trend where students take things like soap dispensers. Seems like a weird trend.
Did they just run out of dance moves?
So now they kicked off 3 urinals off the walls today. So they're
What does this have to do with the haunted stories?
standing at the urinals and they're ripping off these sensors. There's 277 volts back there.
So they could.
I don't wish harm on anybody, but I hope the little shit that's taking a piss with his screwdriver touching that, you know where that electricity is going to go?
Right in his dick.
Oh yeah, and we're going to find out real quick who it is.
Punishment will be harsh and swift.
That's a video. Oh my god. Wow.
I can already tell that you would know because of, your, habits. You'd probably check to see if it was fried.
Nurse, what happened? I don't know, I was in science class and my penis caught on fire.
This is why I moved here. Family.
Mom knocks on the door every... Mom
Wow.
opens the door, and every time she knocks like this while she's opening the door. I'm like, what's the point of knocking if you're gonna open the door while you're knocking?
This is what happens when you move back in with Mom.
Hey, we're giving you a place to stay. You have a roof over your head.
Yeah, family.
Everyone's gonna be like, wow, you really declined. You're looking back at home. Hey.
So, do you guys think us moving here was a mistake, or do you think it was a good idea?
Do I? What?
Do you think us moving here was a mistake?
Oh no, I think it's great.
Really?
Let me just real quick. Never mind. I don't want to make any more edits for like at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's great. I love it.
It was meant to be.
We like it.
Going to your guys'
Oh, the puppies. Too bad they're with Shane.
house in California is amazing. It was great, but I think California is just very toxic.
Wow, coming in hot with tea.
Well, it's where all these TikTokers who are destroying your bathrooms originate.
And it's nationally. Not just Cherry Creek District. That electricity is going to exit.
Okay, I know it's to stop.
We'll find out real quick.
Do you know what they're talking about, Grandma?
No.
You're right, it was on the news.
But because of what?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what happened?
Cheeseman Park's been closed down because there's just too much crazy stuff going on right there.
Right. Well, but that's not where we're going, but what is that?
If you go there at night, it's very weird. People say there's spirits walking through it.
I've heard it's haunted, but I haven't.
The dog's haunting it. The dog right there. You can just see
You know,
him.
I've been
Look at him ominously staring.
there, what, 20 times doing photo shoots?
There's
Not
weird
once
stuff.
did I feel anything.
But
any
it's always been
spirits or
during the
anything.
day.
Yeah, that's true.
You go there at night.
I don't know.
What did you find?
This is all about Cheeseman Park and all these ghosts.
What does it say?
So,
Hey you guys, how's it going tonight? So I wanted to hop on here and tell you guys a quick little scary story.
It is that time of year for ghost stories about our Colorado.
And it turns out Denver's Capitol Hill neighborhood has a very dark past.
Have you guys ever heard of Cheeseman Park?
With Cheeseman Park, it's Denver's biggest traditional haunted spot.
The sun shines over the hills of Cheeseman Park.
Well, it's a very popular park in downtown Denver.
The leaves fall and people go about their lives. Some, maybe most, without knowing what's
Keep your babies away from Shane Dawson as well.
just a few feet underneath. In the mid-1800s, Cheeseman Park wasn't a park at all.
They're completely unaware that they may be walking or sitting.
I'm sitting in Cheeseman Park,
right upon the final resting place of one of the thousands of souls who was buried here.
So they built a park on top of the burial ground?
The park used to be a cemetery.
Mount Prospect Cemetery, until the city changed its mind and moved most of the bodies to new homes. Most of the bodies.
2,000 bodies remain buried there?
Yes, and they walk around there at night.
Did you know that there are over 5,000 bodies beneath the park? So,
5,000 bodies. Is there even enough space to put 2,000 bodies in there?
The history is dark, but indisputable.
The park is popular for playing frisbee.
4 skeletons were found in 2010, nearly 40 more in 2008.
Yoga.
When it rains, the density of the bones can actually cause them to rise to the surface.
Dog walking.
And if you do go there with your dog and your dog starts digging, watch closely because probably they'll come up with a tibia or a femur or some body part.
But make no mistake, this is a cemetery.
Family members were buried on top of each other, and then just houses were built on top of them.
The movie Poltergeist is also said to have connection to or be loosely based on Cheeseman Park.
All of this can be your master bedroom suite. That can be your view. Interesting?
The city tried to push people into moving bodies out. They hired a contractor, a McGovern, to move the unclaimed bodies to other places.
Moved the remaining bodies to Riverside Cemetery, 4 miles to the north of here.
And paid him $1 or so for each body that he moved.
They paid him per casket, so what he did, he was a clever guy. He started cutting off arms,
chopped up some of the bodies into multiple pieces,
putting the arms in a casket, moving that casket, and making money.
They would move one finger or one toe and charge you for moving a whole body.
So instead of getting $1, you would get several dollars per body.
So he basically mutilated the bodies.
It's said that there can be found a woman holding her severed head in her hands. Her head was taken in one place, likely the Riverside Cemetery, while her body was left in Cheeseman.
They were supposed to hire another contractor to move the rest of the bodies, and they couldn't find anyone in time. The plans for the park were ready to begin, so they actually just left them under the park.
They simply covered up whoever remained and built the park we see today.
Children have been seen playing in the park during the night.
What? Let me guess. Something spooky's gonna happen when they go there?
Before they mysteriously disappear, and a woman is said to be singing to herself before she too suddenly vanishes.
The spirits of these looted, forgotten, sometimes desecrated bodies continue to make their presence known here in Cheeseman Park.
This isn't just a few pissed off spirits we're dealing with.
The most important bodies were moved first.
Those who could afford began to transfer the bodies, but many could not.
So the people left underneath the park are criminals and just bad people.
The first man buried was hanged for murder.
Just on the edge of that cemetery, now park, sits this mansion. Built in the late 1800s, home to a woman who had 4 different husbands, all die while married to her.
Wait a second, you're telling me this guy's walking around right there? I don't think that's like a real photo. I think
somebody took that picture.
No, someone spent 12 hours photoshopping that picture. Sorry.
It says that if you lay on the ground at night,
you'll feel them.
Okay. Anyways, we'll do that another time.
So, these bodies are also underneath the Botanical Gardens, which is right next door. They say that it's one of the most beautiful gardens in the U.S., and the reason being is they have the best compost you could ever ask for. Human bodies.
The corpse flower is in full bloom, and with the bloom, of course, comes the nasty smell, described as rotting flesh.
Oh, yummy.
We encourage you to go out into the gardens and look for a lovely spot to enjoy your meal.
This is so cringe. Dude, it's actually built like an indie horror movie, but like a bad one that has like the low budget of $5 with like shitty ghost costumes. Oh god.
No, we won't.
I guess we'll go there next weekend.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, speaking of, Morgan, you said you were gonna give us a breakdown of where we're going.
Is that what you would like?
Well, should we go to a more moody area to talk? Is your room still haunted?
Angie, stick your tongue out if I'm gonna be alone forever.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't think so. I cleansed it.
I still hear noises though at night, like when she's gone. Like even last night, she was at Austin and Stacy's, and you just hear it crack up there, and you think, why?
Whoa, that was so scary.
I do hear cracks and scurrying. It's probably mice, bro. Just chill, Shane Dawson.
Well, yeah, that's true, actually.
Stop! Did you guys hire somebody to do this?
No, I'm really scared. Stop!
Wait, what the? What is that?
Did you guys hire somebody? Okay, those are house settling noises.
Yeah, try and take Oliver down to that
I
bathroom.
think that you're mistaking that with Third Bridge, which is where we're actually going.
Well, okay, okay, so let's go to the basement and you can explain.
Not a safe place to go at night. Okay, sure, Shane Dawson. Okay, sure. What is it, a suicide bridge?
Are you just gonna have Morgan explain to you down there?
For a while, I actually did believe you were lying. But now, after everything that I've seen, you are being haunted by a legitimate spirit. This is an earthbound spirit. He is full black, and I believe he's from the 1800s, around that period.
Is there enough light down here, Chris?
It's a little dark.
He looks similar to like a cowboy. He has this long trench coat. He has a hat. Very specific type of person, indeed.
And this is a test shot.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Test shot. When you're ready.
Okay, so tell us where we're going.
Well, I actually think this will be good for you to know because we now all live in this county where this has all happened. So once you said you wanted to go here, I was like, oh no, like maybe I've played this up to be a little more than it is. But today I got all nervous because I was like, I don't really have much to say besides this is where like teenagers go to have their little first date kikis. But
we're going to Third Bridge.
What is up, fam? Welcome to another haunted adventure.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Haunting in Colorado.
So tonight's adventure
is one of the most famous thought to be paranormal spots in Colorado.
It's a really haunted place here in Colorado.
These stories almost give you chills.
We are at one of the most haunted locations.
Ghost Bridge, otherwise known as
The infamous Third Bridge.
Third Bridge.
Third Bridge.
Third Bridge is said to be haunted. But anyway, this Third Bridge is it's apparently haunted.
Dude, slow down. What the frick is happening?
I believe he was just driving. That's what the frick was happening. Dumbass.
It's been haunted since around the 1860s, I think. A site of a massacre.
It is said that people can see a woman walking in a white gown along the bridge.
Oh, it's dead. Like the massacre victims. So anyway, what I'm doing now...
Are you here somewhere, little girl?
Wait, let me guess. She also has black hair. It's a classic horror stereotype, okay? Let me guess. She floats along the bridge.
Oh, we out! We out, fam!
Third Bridge. It is kind of an urban legend that is a popular hotspot for the teenagers. At least it used to be. I think people stopped going there because a few years ago there was a car of teenagers that their car swerved off the road, lit on fire, and they all died. And ever since, I haven't really heard of people going there just because it was so tragic. Like, people in our school district died. So I started doing some research today on what actually happened there. So back in the day,
let me guess.
Before
it brings you extreme misfortune, and if you're driving, you'll get in a wreck. Like, some way you'll die if you go on the bridge or something. Like, somehow you'll just... Oh, it's such a fucking bad story. It's obviously not true, but whatever. But so they're gonna say, oh, if you're on the bridge, it'll cause you to slip off somehow because it brings you extreme misfortune, or you'll wake up with cancer the next day. Shut up.
all of these massive houses and schools and King Supers were built, this is where, well, not here, not where mom and dad live. This is like the suburb, but out there. So it's a little more rural. Every house has like 6-7 acres of land, so they're like far in between houses. You don't have phone service out there. It's very rural. So back in the 1860s, the Arapaho and the Cheyenne tribes lived there because they followed the herds of buffaloes there. So this is where they all peacefully resided. They were happy living their lives. They all had wife and kids. They would go off in the day, hunt their hunties, and go home. Then some governor who sucked, his name was Governor Evans, decided that he did not like these people being there. So I feel like Kendall Ray right now.
I know, wow, you're so good at this.
That was the longest consecutive thing I've ever said.
There's script, like, this is so good. I'm like freaking out.
There's like a teleprompter in my brain.
Did you call Kendall Ray for tips?
There are actually a lot of victims in this case.
No, but
she lives here, right?
We should invite her. She probably knows all about it.
So this is where I don't know anything about it other than when I was in high school and trying to hook up with girls, we would take them there because there was no service, and when they get scared, they're more likely to like make out with us.
Yeah, I will say I went on like 3 dates to Third Bridge to have like a kiki because you feel so dangerous because you're like 16, someone just got their license, you're going out into the rural wilderness, it's scary. Service. Anyway, back to Governor Evans and why he sucks.
What, then you die? Because every couple that makes out in a car just like gets killed by Jason or some shit?
So, he decided that he did not want these Native Americans there. He formed this whole plan and he was trying to get his troops to go kill the Native Americans.
So he needs to make them look bad in some way so that his troops have a reason to go and do this.
So there's this guy that was kind of a hot shot over there and his name was Nathan Hungate? Daniel Hungate? Nathan Hungate. I think. Any of this could be fact-checked. I did a Google search.
So, Daniel Hungate and Governor Evans didn't really get along.
But he went out with his hired help. He went out with this guy to go hunt his buffaloes and stuff. And then he noticed that his cabin where he lived had smoke coming up through it. So he went back to his house, raced on his little horse back to his home, and his wife and his 2 children had been killed and scalped there. So
this is a lot. People got scalped. Sorry.
Probably the worst way you could die.
People got scalped.
This is the middle of nowhere. How is all of this going down?
Then they found Nathan Hungate with his body like 2 miles from the house with 80 bullets in it.
So Governor Evans had a motive to kill Daniel Hungate, right?
So this started the Sand Creek Massacre.
So of course he blames it on the Indians.
Which was when this governor decided that they were going to kill all the Native Americans that lived out there.
Governor Evans says, we must go and kill these Native Americans. Look what they have done to our men.
So it's actually really sad. It's like a big part of history in rural Colorado because they killed all these innocent people that were just living their life there for no reason besides the fact that they were like white assholes.
This is where our ancestors fell on November 29, 1864. Their flesh and their blood is a part of the soil.
700 U.S. soldiers charged.
Sherrington's troops came in and swept through the village.
Cheyenne Chief Black Kettle prominently flew a U.S. flag and a truce flag. They were ignored.
And isn't this area, well, I don't want to dox your family, but isn't this...
What?
Arapaho?
Another fun fact is this is located in Arapahoe County, and Arapahoe is the tribe that was there.
It's on the Arapahoe-Elbert County line, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we live in Arapahoe County, which is a massive county.
Yeah.
Today marks 154 years since a tragic day in Colorado's history.
And then they were framed for this Hungate murder, and then they were murdered themselves. So it's really sad.
More than 200 Cheyenne and Arapaho villagers were killed by U.S. soldiers in southern Colorado in what's become known as the Sand Creek Massacre.
This was quite a ways away from
So what, the Indians are gonna take
revenge
revenge on all white people that come there? What? What's gonna happen, Shane Dawson?
came back to this specific place because maybe they camped out there the longest. They knew this place. It was home to them.
Third Bridge is said to be haunted, and the legend is long as the horizon is distant.
So what's like the legend? Like, oh, if you go there,
that this bridge is actually haunted.
So people started going there because they say that you can see. So I always heard like you go there to see the horses and hear the drums, but I didn't know why.
You can hear drums sometimes beating at night. You can kind of hear them floating across the wind out there.
You can hear, right?
Yeah.
It's like. So
supposedly you could hear drums in this area.
The first time I went there, I was like, oh my God, somebody's literally just banging on a Native American drum, like just going at it.
So the horses are Mr. Hugate and his helping hand riding their horses, and they say that you can see the spirits. People say that like they get handprints on their car and then their cars break down, which is scary because those kids, their car broke down and they all unfortunately passed away.
Okay.
But then also, so there's, and then you can hear like the native drums.
What do you hear?
Oh, I can hear it when I stick my... Okay, Chris, roll your window down and stick your head out the window.
You can hear drums?
When you stick your head out the window, yeah.
If you guys can hear the drums going out there right now, we are right on the other side of the bridge here. Oh, it stopped. No, it keeps going. It sounds like a war, like a Native American war drum beat.
Chills.
If anybody knows what this drum beat is, let me know down in the bottom in the comments.
Which has been debunked because they say it's an oil well or an oil rig.
Sounds like there's beating of a drum, but there's a pump jack not far from here.
People just say that scary stuff has happened out there. And it's like so far out, and there's so very little people that live out there. And since like the 1980s, there's been 20 plus deaths out there.
The tragedies that have happened here are widely reported and well known.
A man was found strangled to death.
We had a murderer right there.
A man even murdered his family on this bridge.
It's because people go out there looking for trouble.
People go out there looking for trouble, which is why I stopped going there, because the last time I went there was with some guy, and I was riding around in his little stupid Jeep, and there was a person following us home that kept getting really close to us, and then they would turn off their headlights, and you can't see anyone because you're in the middle of nowhere, halfway to Kansas. And then I was like, yeah, we're never going back. And you don't have phone service, so you can't call for help. There's all these abandoned houses that were the houses of the people who once resided there. But it's really sad when you think about the fact that this Sand Creek Massacre, all these innocent people were murdered for literally no reason other than some white dude wanted to show that he was like big old man.
Well, is it bad that, like, is this disrespectful or bad karma? Because I'm just a big old white man that wants to show the creepy spookies.
You're very white.
Trying to piss off.
Well, I go there. Well, now that I know, we go there in like the respect of the Hungates.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the Hungate was the one that he came back and his family were scalped.
Yes, and then that's what started the whole thing.
I can't. War. This, like, what? I didn't know about that. Like, I heard from, like, teenagers being like, oh my god, it's so scary.
Well,
I mean,
but
listen.
Nowadays, it's like a teenager kiki spot.
Yeah. Like I said, you go there with your girlfriend to get her scared and you guys make out in terror. Like, that's what it's become.
So
I'm just saying, I'm not...
girlfriends that you took there?
Yeah, we would always take our friends. Like, we would always go in, like, groups there, and then the couples would, like, separate and go under the bridge.
Like, one person's in the trunk, like...
Wait, what? Wait, what?
And that's probably what's bad, is most people are detached from the story. They're just like, it's spooky!
Why is somebody in the trunk?
Well, you know, and you want to, like, separate to do your own thing. Like, there's a front seat, a middle seat.
What? Colorado is weird.
I'm telling you, the creepy shit that goes down here, and just when I was starting to feel safe out here, like I was like, oh, it's safe in Colorado, I start to hear all these tragic stories, and I'm like, maybe people are crazier here. There's just less people, like it's less populated.
I think there's crazy people everywhere, but there has been a lot of definite tragedies, like the Chris Watts murder.
And now to that unnerving moment. Chris Watts explains why he put the body of his family into oil tanks.
Like, a lot of really sad stuff happens here. It's almost like scary to go out in public because you're like, what's really going on?
No, I was just excited to go out in the world. I'm so happy.
I don't care, Shingo.
I was definitely more afraid in Colorado, or I was more afraid in California, but I think you're more likely to get murdered here. Just because there's less going on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And there's more places to, like, hide.
You have demon experiences in the past. What do you think this is on Chris's arm? He woke up with a scratch on his arm.
I think Chris probably knocked himself on a counter.
Have you ever had a ghost experience?
Not really, and I've always wanted to see a ghost, but...
Maybe tonight's the night. There are a lot of like Reddit forums, people saying that they went here and crazy stuff
Reddit, bro.
happens.
Very reliable.
So regardless of the history, stuff does happen out there. Is Grandma gonna come?
She wouldn't hear him coming. I mean, just saying. She would feel the essence.
She can't hear the beat of the drums.
I mean...
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, you can go.
But first, every good ghost hunting expedition begins with tacos.
Have you ever been to Third Bridge?
Yes.
You have?
What was the point?
Yeah.
What, did you and Dad go on a date? He was trying to make out with you?
Morgan, we went, what, 3 years ago?
Why did you go?
It was close to Halloween and we wanted to see what was there. It was really dark.
And did you see anything?
No. Heard some noises.
They can physically make noises. You don't have to be a psychic or a healer for that to happen to you.
Why did we have to walk so far, Morgan? Do you remember?
Well, it's a bridge.
Oh, God.
Just we should go find it in the light first. We know what it is.
So you know that you get there because there's literally, like, there's not an address. There's 3 bridges, so you have to count, like, 1, 2, 3, you're
Is
there.
that what it was? I don't remember. I remember we got out and we walked a long way.
Well, should we go?
Yep.
For the most part, ghosts are not trying to cause you harm. It's just that they need energy to survive, and you're the only energy source that they can find.
Honestly, do you think we're gonna see anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, 100%.
Why 100%?
Because that things follow me. Like, I guess you don't know that. Things follow me, Chris.
The way you said that was so scary.
Don't things follow me?
Like what? Everything? Like ghosts, demons, me? Yeah.
I'm
Did
telling
you guys know, sorry, that the annoying orange is back?
No!
Mom, are you sure you're okay?
Wait, you have to come. You're afraid of a little ghosty ghost? Huh? I'm just the most keep up with you with my walking. You can stay in the car.
We'll miss you, Grandma.
But I'll be seeing you.
In the afterlife.
What?
Grandma's the best part of this video, let's just be fair.
What?
We're
So
gonna
We're gonna die.
I'm not dying.
Me either.
I might.
I refuse to die until I have at least one accountant boyfriend. You gotta know what real life is about.
Goals.
What did you say, Grandma?
I'm happy that he's going to be doing this.
Aww. Aww.
That's so nice, thank you. I hope I don't die.
Yeah.
Wait, is Chris happy now?
Now die.
Do people live out here?
No, this is like...
That's it. Very anticlimactic. So they're gonna go there next episode.